Hello there and a very, very good evening. My name's Sean Ryan. You are, of course, watching the Planet Cruise TV show. It's a show that's been running now for over 8 years, and we're always live and we always bring you the best deals of the day. And we've actually got 6 fantastic cruises to tempt you with tonight. 2 of them, the prices change after tomorrow, so you're going to have to be super quick. And we've got 2 amazing river cruises as well. And here to tell us all about them is a very well-travelled man, the one and only Justin. Nice to see you, mate.
Yes, how you doing?
Been out in the sun, I see.
Yesterday, yes. Yeah, a little bit of bank holiday bronzing, as they call it. So
he almost looks like he's come back from the cruise, doesn't he?
Yes, I've just come back from the cruise.
But Justin, you worked on the cruises many years. I've been working between it. I mean, I've been on 23 cruises now. Justin was on the cruise ships for 12 years. So hopefully we're here to advise and educate. And we've got such a good show tonight.
Yeah, the thing is, we've got a really different show. We were just saying just before we come on air, we've got a great one to start with Cruise and Maritime, just at £78 per person. We've got a Club Med cruise on a ship that's only got 200 crew and 400 passengers.
And this ship, it's a yacht, isn't it?
Yeah, it's something like a futuristic yacht, but you get all of your water sports included, most of your meals and drinks. We'll go through all in detail. Then we've also got a fantastic NCL deal as well. We've got so much coming up for you. Carnival deal, where you get a Orlando stay with a hire car included, and then you get a cruise. We've also got the NCL deal that if you've been following us on our website and social media, then you've heard about that one. And a fantastic way to finish, we've got a Princess cruise with land stays, bullet trains and snow monkeys, all in Japan.
Wow.
So we've got something for everybody.
And we should say, if there isn't anything that takes your fancy, Planet Cruise can find us any cruises and land holidays as well, can't they?
I was going to say, you know, we're really big land holiday with Club Med. Yeah, and the thing is, when you phone up the guys, you're actually speaking not to a travel agent, you're talking to a travel expert, because they're very much like my background, where I spent years at sea. A lot of the guys and the girls down at the office, they've been there, they've done that, they've bought the T-shirts, they do know. And I've got to point out that everything has been thought of, so all of your transfers and all the little bits and pieces, everything's been organised. And on top of that, it's also ABTA and ATOL protected.
Brilliant. So our money's safe.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And a lot of the cruises tonight, you only need to pay a deposit as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we should crack on, don't you? Be rude not to. Now, very important, this first offer with Cruise and Maritime, I'm just looking here, and, the prices increase after tomorrow, so they will go up on the 1st of September. So you've got a really small window of opportunity to get these amazing savings. And the savings are, wow, over £1,000 off the brochure price, so massive savings on this one. Anyway, to give you a flavour, a taste of Cruise and Maritime, here is our lovely Glenn.
Named after the famous Portuguese explorer, Cruise and Maritime Voyages flagship Magellan is reputed to be the friendliest ship afloat. Sailing with just 1,250 passengers, she offers a very real sense of intimacy and a warm, personalised service in a stylish, British, adult-only environment. There are 15 grades of accommodation to choose from, and all come with the real star of the ship, your own cabin steward. There's something for every budget, from comfortable inside cabins to luxurious suites, which feature generous balconies, walk-in wardrobes, and something everybody needs, your own jacuzzi bath. Cruise and Maritime Voyages really do encourage and welcome solo travellers, and on board Magellan, 150 cabins have been set aside for guests wishing to travel independently. The aptly named Jade Wellness Centre offers you a chance to de-stress and relax. There are hundreds of treatments to choose from, including shiatsu, caviar facials and mineral mud wraps. There are 3 restaurants on board, and all the food is freshly prepared and served with a smile. The Waldorf and Kensington are wait to serve and offer scrumptious 5-course meals with tasty salads, hearty pastas, fresh seafood and traditional roasts on offer. Night times are awash with variety. You can relax in one of the bars and enjoy some light jazz, or maybe a classical recital, or head through to the theatre for some fabulous production shows, courtesy of the onboard theatre company. There are 6 different bars to experience with a staggering choice of beverages, brightly coloured cocktails, award-winning beers and ales, wines from around the world, and of course plenty of bubbly. My favourite though is here in Sinatra's, where in honour of old Blue Eyes himself, I always get the drink made my way. Cheers.
Oh, fancy one of those.
There you go. Yeah, definitely.
And we're just saying, what a really nice ship.
Yeah, she's absolutely fantastic. She's actually a classic ship that was brought across from another cruise line. She's got a great history as well. She's actually used, the ship was donated to the rescue cruise during Hurricane Katrina in New Orleans. Really? And I actually remember seeing the ship in because we were one of the first ships from P&O to go back in after the hurricane. She was refitted then. She spent time being a floating hotel for the Winter Games, and then she was completely refitted for 2014. So, you know, she's really up to date, fantastic, and for the British market as well.
And I was going to say, and the price tonight, you've got to bear in mind, this price will go up after tomorrow on the 1st of September. So tonight you can get a price of just $929. And just point out, the single price on this is excellent, 1159.
Yeah,
really
great
good
for solo travellers.
Yeah.
So I know that there's a lot of people that do like to cruise on their own. So, you know, it's perfect for those.
Well, shall we give you, again, a little flavour of where you're going to be cruising to? Some parts of the world I've not been to, actually.
Yeah.
Now, we actually cruise out of Tilbury, don't we?
Yeah, cruising out of Tilbury, so great that you don't have to worry too much about your luggage, you don't have to worry about flying, and you've got a nice relaxing day at sea just to find your way around the ship. Remember, port is to the left-hand side and starboard is to the right. There's Justin's top tip. First port of call is Copenhagen in Denmark. This is a fantastic city. If you actually wander down into the town, you get these quaysides with beautiful coloured buildings and all the local ships in the harbour. There's also one thing you've got to do on the way is see the Little Mermaid. There's also some really nice fountains around there as well. One thing I'd highly recommend is just go and see Tivoli Gardens. Tivoli Gardens is this expanse. It's like a theme park, but you've got an old roller coaster there, you've got museums. There's some fantastic flower gardens as well, so if you really do like your horticulture, then you're going to have plenty to see and do. Then we're going to go into Warnemünde. Now, Warnemünde is the port for Berlin, so if you do want to go for a day tour, you can do that. That'll be an optional extra. But Warnemünde itself is actually a really pretty town.
I've heard that. It's actually really nice.
Yeah, and one of the great things is Warnemünde has got a beach, and they've got these old wicker changing rooms. You know when you see all the sort of turn of the century postcards with the sort of, you know, the old swimming suits. The guys and girls will be there, and they swim every day of the year. They'll actually go in there on Christmas Day. It'll be freezing, but they love it. So plenty to see and do that. Then we got a nice relaxing day at sea, and we're into Tallinn in Estonia. Now, Tallinn has got a special place in the heart for me because I've got a friend of mine who's actually married to an Estonian. He got married in Tallinn, and it's such a beautiful place. I mean, just look at it. We've got a cruise coming up later on, which is a Christmas cruise, and that really gives you a flavour of what it's like in Europe. One of the best things as you go into the old town, you'll see the two turrets, and to the left-hand side there's a fantastic flower market there. But walk into the town square, definitely walk up to the top of the hill, the church. It's a little bit of a trek, but it's definitely worth it for the views. Now we're into Russia and St. Petersburg, and this is amazing. It's very rare that you actually have an overnight on board in St. Petersburg. So you'll have the daytime to go around perhaps some of the markets, and some of the markets are brilliant. Apart from the babushka dolls that you can get, you can actually go to some of the military markets, and you can get the fluffy Russian submarine hats and perhaps bring back some memorabilia. But also then you've got the Hermitage as well, which is one of the greatest collections of the world. In the evening, though, you have to do the ballet.
Yeah, that's what I'd want to do, definitely.
I know Ruth was here last night, and coming from a dance background, even if you're not interested in dance and the arts, it's just one of those things that, you know, you feel as if you're James Bond, wandering around, have a glass of champagne in Russia. It's, it's pretty cool, pretty cool. Then we're off to Helsinki. And, of course, this is going into Finland now. It's a beautiful sailing, definitely one to look out for. The buildings are fantastic. Shopping's really good here as well, and also fish. It's one of the main fish ports, or harbours. So you can go down to the quayside, and you can see some of the great fish markets there. Then we're going into Nynäshamn. It's a completely different contrast now. We're actually going to somewhere which is a little bit more remote. Again, this is a beautiful sailing because as you come through, just recently I was watching something else on television that was following a cruise line, and they were planning the day through these islands. It really is amazing how they do it. Then you've got 2 relaxing days, and then you're back into Tilbury, and that rounds off what is just a fantastic 12-night cruise, overnight in St. Petersburg. £78 per person per night this works out at. So, you know, you've just got a great way to start off this evening's show.
But, again, you do need to book very quickly on this one. So, huge savings. That's over £1,000 you'll save off the original brochure price there. They will increase to the 1st of September, as I've mentioned a few times, but there's a bit of an urgency on this one. Great single price, 1159. You are 12 nights on board. And we should have pointed out, this is an adult-only cruise, of course.
Don't worry, though. When we say adult-only, it's nothing smutty.
No.
This is just catering for grown-ups, no children. So perhaps if you've been looking after the kids, this is the great time just to have chill out time.
Although it is adult only, I always behave like a child on a cruise anyway. Now, coming up next, oh my word, we are so excited about this. If you've ever done a Club Med resort holiday on land, you'll know how incredible they are, amazing standards and all-inclusive. Well, we're going to take you on board their luxury yacht to start with. So have a look at this. An amazing yacht. Look.
I was going to say, well, I remember seeing this ship in many ports, and you look at it and you go, wow, what is that? It's really, really unique. The food on board is superb. The drinks on board are superb. But look at that.
I know.
You know,
it's like having your own private yacht, isn't it?
Well, again, you're only looking at 400 passengers to a crew ratio of 200. So, I mean, just look at some of the places you'll get into. Again, smaller ports, it's certainly a different way of cruising. And perhaps if you've gone on to some of the larger cruise lines, then this is what you want to try. Bear in mind with this, you get all-inclusive. You've got champagne that's served from 6 o'clock in the evening. I think there's only a couple of things that you do actually have to pay for, but all of your water sports are also included, so you can have windsurfing lessons and all the equipment. They really do encourage quite a healthy way of living. The gym facilities are open every morning for stretch exercises and yoga. But then you've also got a great itinerary when it comes to excursions. So there's lots that you can actually do that's a little bit different than what you would do with another cruise line. Really is fantastic.
And we should say, you know, even if you've just got a little bit of interest in this one, give us a call and we can talk you through more detail. Now, we're flying, obviously, from the UK over to Nice, first of all, aren't we?
Yeah, this is your embarkation port, but your first port of call is Calvi. Now, I've got to point out that on this particular cruise, you can actually add a golf package.
Oh, yes.
As well. So there's actually 4 of the ports of call where you'll get all of your green fees, PGA instructor and buggies included for an extra £500. It does sound a lot, but when you break it down, that's phenomenal value considering you're talking about the Mediterranean. One of the lovely things is Calvi. It's one of those smaller ports that you will enjoy just getting off. So, you know, perhaps if you're watching, you're thinking, well, I quite fancy the golf, but the other half doesn't. Then, you know, have a little bit of a wander around the shops. Other half can go and play golf and then come back. It's going to be perfect. Then we're going to go to Sardinia. Now, of course, this is one of the southern islands, and this is stunning, absolutely stunning. It's breathtaking how blue the ocean is around Sardinia. You've got incredible vistas. I can remember going to one of the beaches, and the actual pebbles or the rocks were more like boulders, but they were round and smooth. It was absolutely amazing. But look at the blue there.
Oh, it's just
and the food is fantastic. All I'd say is a chilled glass of rosé or a super chilled glass of wine. And just enjoy a nice caprese salad, because this is the region where, you know, you don't want to have much to eat. It's just so warm. Then you're going to go into Corsica. Now, Corsica's fantastic island. You're actually going to be going to Bonifacio, which is the capital, effectively. This is where Napoleon Bonaparte was actually brought up. But look at the cliffs. Literally, the buildings are on these cliffs. It's a wonder how they actually survive. One thing I'd suggest on here, go on a little tour in the day. You can actually go around some of the coves, and the blue, the turquoise of the blue, it's like a bar salts advert. It's just amazing. Then we're off into to Elba. Now, again, this is a quiet, dainty little port, beautiful little place to walk around. And again, you can see, I mean, look, there is your yacht that you're going to be getting off of.
Everything about this whole experience is just simply beautiful, isn't it?
Well, look at this next image of the beach.
Paradise.
It's just superb. Yeah. Then you're going to be going, we're going to go for a little bit of glitz and glamour now. This is where you need to get your linen shirts and your linen trousers out. Let's go for it, Saint-Tropez. One of the great things about Saint-Tropez is that around the harbour, you've actually got some restaurants and bars that are actually nightclubs. And the weird thing, you're thinking, what, we're going to go clubbing in the day? It's actually great because you've got this really relaxed, chill-out music. And it's just so cool, so chic. And also around the harbour, there's these little balconettes where you can go up. You can go into the bar, but then you can go upstairs. The only trouble is you're sat up there drinking and you're thinking, oh, this is great, I can look down and see everybody. The only thing is everybody can see you as well. So just remember, Then we're going to finish off from Saint-Tropez into Antibes. Now, again, lovely, lovely port. This is the type of place where you really want to enjoy your mussels and your seafood. This really sort of culminates and encapsulates. Some of these ports are not heavily featured on some of the bigger itineraries because of the size of the ship.
Yeah,
this is a ship that can get in. I think size-wise, she's only 15,000 tonnes. 15,000.
And there's only 400 passengers.
400 passengers, 200 crew. And if you like windsurfing, then all of your windsurfing comes included. You can take optional scuba diving lessons as well. Fantastic when it comes to what comes included, because you get your water, your fruit juices, sodas, hot drinks, cocktails, with or without alcohol, international spirits, wines, champagne to serve from 6 p.m. But there are some of the premium spirits and some of the bottled wines that there is an extra charge. But again, I think you can probably find something that you like.
Oh, I'm sure I would. Now let's just remind you of this absolutely breathtaking, divine, 5-star luxury yacht. You could be on board her for this 7-night cruise. The date there, you'll see it's not that far away, so we have got an amazing price on this tonight for Club Med. And you said most of the water sports are included as well, Justin, yeah?
Yeah. So you don't have to worry about hiring equipment, and that's all included. If you want to do optional things like scuba diving, then you can do. But I can't emphasise this enough. This really is a ship. This is for those people that want to feel on board a yacht. This is not a cruise line that's like a floating hotel. This is very much your teak decks, your portholes, and feeling like you're sort of lost at sea.
I'd love to do this. I unfortunately cannot get holiday at that date. I did check, but anyway, here are some of the many highlights that I've included. Hopefully, you can get away on the 26th of September. So, premium class, relaxed, freestyle dining, again, all inclusive. So that's the specialty restaurants as well. Water, soda, fruit juices, hot drinks, local and international branded spirits, alcohol or non-alcoholic cocktails. Again, they're all included. And activities as well. I mean, imagine this: you've got the fitness school included, windsurfing, water skiing, wakeboarding, and you even get your tuition there as well. And snorkeling, sailing, and kayaking as well. Amazing, isn't it? But I've done Club Med resort holidays, and they are outstanding in terms of standards. Now, just to mention, you can add an optional golf package as well, and that starts from only £500 per person. We mentioned all of those great water sports. They are included, of course, weather permitting, and return flights based on London Gatwick as well. Got a great single special tonight on that one as well, from only £2,239 per person. Something really special there. By the way, the ID number for that one is 110954. But we also, we always aim on our Tuesday nights to give you variety and something for everybody. And we're going to move on now to Carnival. When I think of Carnival, I always think really upbeat, a lot of fun.
You've got it. Yeah, you've got it in a nutshell. It is great fun, but the actual package that we've actually got here is not just a cruise. We've actually got a land holiday as well, where we're going to put you up in Orlando, and you're going to get car hire included.
Wow. And then the cruise comes at the end, doesn't it? Yeah. So it really, and you're away nearly 2 weeks, actually. I love Orlando. I've been to Orlando, I think, about half a dozen times, and it is an amazing place. But anyway, let's talk about the cruise with Carnival. And here's Chris to tell you more.
If you love an affordable, exciting, action-packed time for all the family to enjoy, Carnival is the perfect cruise line for you. Known for their fun ships and having completed a recent fleet-wide upgrade to Fun version 2.0, they've redefined the experience of a family holiday. With an incredible selection of superliners that will take you around North America, the Caribbean and Europe, Carnival offers you a unique, informal holiday experience where everyone in the family can relax and enjoy the ultra-modern features and great entertainment on board. On a Carnival cruise, your stateroom is your home base, so after a fun-filled day, you'll always have the perfect retreat to relax in, no matter which stateroom type you choose from. Whether you're thinking of a simple interior or ocean view, or going grand with a balcony or suite, you'll find a well-appointed and comfortable home away from home to wind down the day in. Outside, here in the sunshine, Carnival like to make the most of the open deck space, giving you a selection of pools, whirlpools and water slides for all the family to enjoy. Carnival offer a huge selection of daytime activities with deck parties, fun games, shows, quizzes, crazy golf, high ropes, dance classes and one of the best children's clubs, which features Seuss at Sea, giving your child's imagination a chance to run wild. Carnival does everything big and with a lot of fun thrown in, so why would dining be any different? with a huge range of options from the glamorous main dining rooms, which offer a huge selection of culinary delights from around the world. You can visit the Mongolian wok, where you can chow down on some authentic Asian cuisine, or how about a visit to the famous Guy Fieri's burger joint? What's not to love? Getting a drink on board a Carnival ship is never a problem, as there's a bar for every occasion. Whether you fancy a classic martini before the show, a fruited cocktail with some lively music, or a pint in the sports bar, one thing's for sure, you can enjoy your holiday the way you want. Even when night falls, the fun doesn't stop, as Carnival really delivers night after night with entertainment from intimate piano bars, their famous Punchliners comedy studio, not forgetting their spectacularly staged musicals and productions performed in a magnificent theatre.
I tell you what, you are not going to be bored for a second, are you?
Oh no, you need a holiday to recover. It really is. It's party all the way. But
you don't have to party till 4 in the morning, Justin. But anyway, that's the second part of this trip, because we fly over to Orlando.
Yeah.
You pick up your
hire car,
and that's free, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's
all included. And the great thing is, you know, you've got all of the theme parks over there, so there's so much to see and do. One thing I'd have to do, I have to go and do the airboating from Gentle Ben.
No.
Oh, that's everybody. No. I'm just showing me age now. Gentle Ben and Flipper. It was always at the same orders. Anyway.
I do know, yeah. Anyway.
You're just being polite now.
I am. Anyway, you're in Orlando. You've got 5 nights there in a fabulous hotel. You've got all of your car hire included as well. So you can do whatever theme parks you want, can't you?
Yeah, go wherever you want. You know, if you don't want to go to theme parks, perhaps you've done that before, then you can go and explore.
I was going to say, the shopping in Orlando, the malls and things are exceptional.
Yes.
They put ours to shame, don't they?
I know. It's frightening. Anyway, then you've got that fantastic way to unwind and get into it, and then you're going to go partying, because Carnival, it's always fun. Your first port of call is Cozumel, and I absolutely love this place.
Yeah,
I remember having some great fun here. As soon as you get off, it's the actual quayside there. You get off and they're taking photos. There's a Carnival atmosphere. This is actually where I went to swim with dolphins as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's fantastic. And I know it's a little bit of a cliche thing. People say, "Oh, swim with dolphins." Actually, no, really go and do it. It's unbelievable what it's like. There's some great ruins there as well. But one thing that's good here is the shopping for silver and sort of local wares. So if you want to bring back some of the wooden carved goods, then that's a great place. Then we're into Belize. Now, again, completely tranquil. I mean, just take a look at this. It's absolutely stunning. If you do love your scuba diving, then perhaps book an excursion or a tour. And remember that Planet Cruise can do that for you.
Yeah, of course.
Save your holiday for enjoying, not sat there in the theatre watching the port lectures and the port tours. One thing I'd say is you've got to go and see some of the Mayan ruins, because it's just superb, and some of the wildlife as well is absolutely stunning. Then we're going to go into Honduras. A completely different feel here, very lush green tropical island, some great beaches here, so this is very much a water sports day. And if you like the little capuchin monkeys, then you perhaps want to go and see them. Hey, it looks like you mean Keith. I'll be the one at the back with no hair. Anyway, then we're going to go into Costa Maya. This is a great port, really designed for the cruise industry. Costa Maya has got a absolutely epic cruise terminal. You can walk around there and do nothing, but the beach facilities is fantastic. Again, you can get great cowboy boots here and rugs. It's weird, but you'll just love it. And Costa Maya, I actually went to the ruins in Costa Maya. It's about a 45-minute trip out, but really well worth it. It's like something out of Tomb Raider or Indiana Jones.
It looks
walk through the forest and the jungle, and then there's this wonderful temple, so it's brilliant. Then you've got a nice relaxing day at sea before you come back into Port Canaveral, and then come back after your holiday.
I was just working out the prices. I mean, what would return flights cost you to Orlando? Then you've got a cruise, and you've got and that's a 7-night cruise, and you've got the 5 nights in your hotel and the car hire.
And the car hire.
Yeah.
I've got to point out that this is one of the greatest Carnival ships. This is what they call Dream Class. The Cloud 9 Spa is fantastic, but there's actually an aqua park on board with a 303-foot long, 4-deck high corkscrew water slide.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's brilliant. Special family cabins as well to accommodate 5 passengers. And there's also an adult-only area, which is the Serenity area. and that's just over, I think it's 11,000 square feet. So perfect for those that love families, but perhaps if you want to leave the kids and sort of like, you know, right, you go off and have a nice afternoon, then you can do. But the Dream Class Carnival ships are just epic.
Because everyone does rave about them, they really do. So, price-wise tonight, we've actually got prices in January, which is a great time to get away, isn't it? When we're awfully miserable and flat after Christmas. That lead date there starts at 1,179. Got to point out as well, you don't pay much extra for the ocean view. You'll notice that there. And actually, the difference on some of the dates, even for the balcony, you're talking just over £100 there on that lead date. So really worth upgrading. And just to remind you what's included, because you do get a lot in this one. You get an awful lot for the price, actually. A 5-night stay in Orlando, and that includes your 6 days car hire. Return flights from London. The airport varies depending on departure dates. It might be Heathrow, it might be Gatwick. And if you don't live anywhere near London, don't forget we can, generally speaking, find flights from all over the UK just for a supplement there. So do give us a call about those. ID number is 121 200. I like that one. Get a lot for your money, don't you?
Oh, yeah, massively. Yeah. But then we've still got so more. We've still got a fantastic NCL deal that those that are following us on social media, you'll see there. We've got 6-star luxury with Crystal and a river cruise to absolutely die for. And then we've got the Japanese tour. Right. So absolutely brilliant.
And again,
loads still to come.
If there's nothing that takes your fancy, we can find you any cruise.
Yeah, or land holiday as well.
So, you know, do give us a call. It is a free phone number as well. However, I do like an all-inclusive cruise, OK? You'd never guess, would you? I do like an all-inclusive cruise. And this next one is, but you have to book it by tomorrow. The offer ends, actually, on the 31st of August, so you've got tomorrow to book this one, then the offer ends. It is all-inclusive. It's with Norwegian Cruise Lines, who are great. I've cruised them, I think it's 3 times now. But here, who is it? Oh, it's Keith and Glenn.
Wow, double trouble.
Here they are, best of both, apparently. What about me? Anyway,
if your idea of a cruise is dim lighting, string quartets, tuxedos and ballroom dancing, then prepare to be challenged, because this cruise line is so laid back, it's almost horizontal.
Welcome to the most fun and relaxed cruise experience you're ever likely to encounter, where the entertainment never stops and the excitement just keeps on building. Welcome to freestyle cruising. Welcome to Norwegian Cruise Line. There's more restaurants than days of the week, and you can enjoy food from all over the world and dine and dress as you please. From trendy French bistros to steakhouses and sushi bars, Norwegian Cruise Line offers tons of choice. If you're a vegan, vegetarian, high carb, low carb, or gluten free, it's all covered.
Remember, this is freestyle cruising, so whatever your mood and whatever the occasion, there'll be a bar that fits the bill. With sports bars and whiskey bars, martini bars and champagne bars, alfresco bars and wine bars, bars with music and bars with sport, even ice bars. One thing's for sure, you definitely won't go thirsty.
Imagine playing Nintendo Wii on a 2-story high screen, or challenging a friend on the all-new Aqua Racer. Visualise eating world-class cuisine while acrobats tumble down on silks around your table. Or simply enjoying a beer as comedians make you smile at dedicated comedy clubs. Picture yourself singing along as dueling pianos compete, or settling into your own seat for one of the Tony Award-winning shows. Whether you're a single cruiser, holidaying with all the family, or planning a group cruise, you'll find something perfect for you.
Norwegian Cruise Line offers one of the widest selections of accommodation in the industry. There are exclusive suites where you have your own private sun deck, along with brilliant interjoining family staterooms that are cleverly located near all the kids' facilities. And balcony staterooms where you wake up to a different view every morning. But it's in the studio staterooms where Norwegian are head and shoulders above the competition. A private complex dedicated to solo cruisers with, most importantly, no single supplement.
So I was just saying to you just now, I really like Norwegian Cruise Lines. I think this deal tonight is exceptional value, starting at $799, all inclusive, but it does finish after tomorrow. If you upgrade just into Ocean View, you get some extras, don't you?
Yeah, you get free Wi-Fi as well, which in the past, you know, when you've cruised, it does add up. So if you book Ocean View or above by tomorrow, then you'll also get free Wi-Fi. But the ship itself, you got the Versailles restaurant, Aqua restaurant, Soho restaurant, Le Bistro. You got a Japanese restaurant, a cafe. You got the Blue Lagoon, La Trattoria, Endless Summer restaurant, Cagney Steakhouse, and an ice cream bar.
Not a lot of choice then.
Talking of bars, Cinema and Auditorium have got a bar. Stardust Theatre's got a bar. You've got the Havana Club, a wine cellar, the Java Cafe, the Red Lion Pub, the Beer Garden, Topsiders, Star Club Casino, the Spinnaker Lounge, Star Bar, Carousel Bar, Nightclub, and the Pearl Martini Bar.
Is it fair to say with that all-inclusive drinks package, you'll be able to make the most of it and go to all of those bars?
I think this is going to be a good one.
Yeah, I think it is. And also what I love, just very quickly, because I just love the fact that it is freestyle and you've not got set dining time, so, you know, you really will be so relaxed. Anyway, let's see where we're seeing on this cruise. So we fly to Rome, don't we?
Yeah, fly to Rome. And just to point out, date-wise, this is half-term as well. So fantastic for those of you that are looking a little bit of half-term summer fun.
Yeah. Half-term can be expensive as well, normally.
Oh, massively, yeah. Now, you're flying out to Rome and you actually join the ship in Civitavecchia. And then your first port of call is going to be Livorno. Now, Livorno itself is a stunning town. I mean, when you actually look at the esplanades here, it's fantastic. Of course, this is the port that you can go inland to see Florence and Pisa. And, well, the Ponte Vecchio Bridge, it's one of the most iconic travel destinations to go. And again, the Leaning Tower, you've just simply got to go there. You can book tours in advance, and again, I would advise book it through Planet Cruise because then it's done. You can enjoy, you can relax. Then you're going to be going off to Cannes. This is one of the most just affluent and just superb locations. This is the type of place that you will pay £8 for a cola, but you will get it served by a butler on your own perfect sun lounger. I just got to say that if you're gonna do it properly. Get your big glasses out, get your floppy hat, and just, you know, have that glamour. Because the film festival, it's just...
It's a lovely place.
Beautiful promenade. Anyway, then you're off to Marseille. Now, this is a contrast, small port, great for your local produce. So certainly have your mussels and your prawns here and have a little bit of a wander around the historic harbour as well. Then we're into Barcelona. This is one of my favourite places. Absolutely love Barcelona. You've the actual beach here itself, they've really developed it. You can see one of the most exclusive hotels, which was the Hotel Arts. You've got to go there. Then you've got Sagrada Familia. For the football fans, you've got the new camp. And, of course, for those of you that like architecture, you can go to see the Gaudi buildings as well. Don't forget the Circuit de Catalunya, Barcelona.
Easy to say.
Yeah, it was the Circuit Catalunya for ages, but Barcelona have actually, as a tourist board, have actually sponsored the race circuit now. So if you like your MotoGP or your F1, and just on a side point, when we're talking about Formula One, Planet Cruise does have some fantastic hosted Formula One packages.
Oh, great.
As well.
Okay.
So if there's any Formula One fans out there, I know Monza's coming up this weekend, so I should be watching that. Anyway, then we're on to our next port of call, which is Naples. You have a nice relaxing day at sea and cruise through Sardinia and Corsica and then into Naples. This is where you can do as little or as much as you want. If you've been there before, then I'd actually say stay local. But this is, of course, where you can go to Capri. This is where you can go on the Amalfi Coast. You can go to Mount Vesuvius. It's one of those cities, home of the birthplace of the pizza, and coffee's absolutely excellent here. But it's one of those cities that it's defined by the beep of a little scooter. You know, the little Vespas
so
and the
true.
Lambrettas.
Yeah.
It's just like beep, 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 beep. There's hustle and bustle, the coffee's going, the pizza. It's brilliant.
And then back to Rome and, of course, your flight over to UK. I think this is a brilliant offer. You don't have long to think about it. And bear in mind, it is half-term. You will get a price of $799 if you book before the end of tomorrow, and you'll get that free upgrade to all-inclusive. And that means you don't have to worry about paying for any drinks on board and things like that. I would, for a few pounds more, go for the Ocean View. You'll get free Wi-Fi with that as well. I think the difference is really small as well. It's about £80 more for the outside. Return flights based on London Gatwick, but for all of our northerners like myself, you've got flights available from Manchester.
Brilliant.
Yeah, for £99 supplement there. We do get, it's important, isn't it?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, for us northerners.
I'm an adopted northerner.
I know you are.
Anyway, on to our next cruise. This is one of my favourites, and I think I've converted you now, haven't I?
Well, I've been on a Crystal Ocean cruise. And I'll tell you about it. It was just fabulous. It's 6-star. I was very lucky. But I've never been on a river cruise. And this ship, she's brand new, isn't she?
She only was launched 2 months ago, and
Seriously?
she's one of the most connected ships afloat on river cruises. She's actually a lot wider, so it gives you greater cabin space. And, you know, with this particular cruise line, you are getting the finest. This, I've got to point out, this is a river cruise, but look at the way in which they've finished the decor, the cabins, the way in which you've got floor to ceiling. I've got to tell you about the bathroom a little bit later on, but it really is absolutely superb. And they've also got something quite impressive on board. They've got a fantastic pool area as well, great spa as well.
Oh my word.
So yeah, but it gets
look at
even
this.
better. Yeah, just look at the swimming pool, jacuzzi, a fitness centre. It really is the finest luxury that you will find on a river cruise ship. When I was saying about how connected she is, if you actually went online right now to Crystal's website, if you look at the bottom of the page, you can actually see a live view. Now, this is something that the ocean cruising's had for quite a while. You have a bridge camera, but on the actual, this is one of the first river cruises to have not one just on the bridge, but also one on port and one on starboard. You've got a fine selection of cigars and humidors. You've got fantastic dining, and again, 6-star. So you can just imagine what this is going to be like.
Honestly, I still talk about the 6-star ocean cruise I did with Crystal quite a few years ago now, and I can just see, looking at this, that all of those Crystal touches are here on a river cruise.
But
wow.
For me, it's where and when they're going. Before I go into that,
I was going to say, I'd be happy to stay on the ship for that.
Before I go into where we're actually going, I've got to tell you about
on.
this. When you actually get into your cabin, you get an iPad.
Right.
And that iPad is your gateway to everything, all of your onboard guest services. So you get dry cleaning, you can sort that out through your iPad, butler service, room service, dining reservations, concierge, and all of the tours you can do through the iPad in your cabin. Wait, bathrooms. This is crazy. I absolutely love it. I would go on this cruise line for this one simple fact. You have a bathroom that is so advanced that it has what they call a Toto washlet system. Now this is where you have a heated seat, automatic open and close, aerated water and warm air dryer. I know it sounds...
Seriously.
Have you ever stayed in a hotel and you're like, you just got to come here, have a look at this, and you just watch it. It's just brilliant.
What's the date? Yeah, okay, I could potentially do this one.
You can see why I'm saying this, because this is Christmas markets, and I always say about Europe is just so beautiful for Christmas markets.
I tell you, look, we better have a look. Okay, so we're flying over to Vienna. Wow.
Yeah.
Then we get on board this brand new ship, the Crystal Mozart.
Yeah. And again, the name, it was specifically designed for this actual region.
Of course.
Your first protocol is Melk. And this is where you get some of your optional, and these are complimentary tours that are included. You can either go to the Melk Abbey, or you can go and see the Museum of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. I thought it was a band. Yeah, fantastic museum there. Then you're going to be going to Linz in Austria. This is where you have an overnight on board. So great way of seeing a different perspective of a town. This is where you can go on a complimentary walking tour, or you can go to the Christmas markets in what they call the Lake District region of Austria. Then we're into Passau, Germany. Now, for me, I've done a lot of German Christmas markets, but I've been told that Austria is even more cultural and more traditional. This is where you can have a complimentary tour to Munich, if you want to. You can either have a walking tour, which includes the Christmas markets, or you can go Bavarian curling. So you know when they do that thing with the old things? Yeah. Anyway, you can do that. Now, next port of call is still in Germany. This is Vilshofen. You can do another Christmas market here, or you can do a walking tour of the medieval cellars, which I think that'd be brilliant. You can just imagine the history there. Then we're coming back on ourselves and into Passau. Now, this is where usually some cruise lines would say, well, whatever you didn't do the first time, you can do the second time. No, this is 6-star cruising. This is Crystal. You get an option of doing completely different tours where you can go glass blowing, a beer seminar, or snowshoe hiking. Completely different. Then we're back into Bratislava in Slovakia. Completely different feel. And again, you've got sort of new money versus the sort of old culture and the traditions. And what I love about river cruising is that you are literally pulling up in the heart of the town. You're not travelling in on a bus or doing a commute. You're literally just pull up alongside.
So I think it does make it
in.
a lot more relaxing, doesn't it?
It's so relaxing.
Yeah.
And you know the ships generally travel at night, or they're moored along side at night, and you will sail later. So it's very, very relaxed. And because again you've only got a very, very small percentage of passengers, it is not like a great big ocean ship. It's like, right, get on board, we need to get on. It's just chilled and relaxed. Then we're in to Vienna, and this is where you have 2 overnights on board. So your river ship, your river cruise, is your hotel now. And this is where you'll get to do either a city tour, you also get a classical concert included with this as well, or you can go to see the Christmas market. But for me, do you know, I'm going to surprise you all. One of the things that I would have to do here is to go and see the waltz concert. And this is a famous thing. It's on at this particular time. You would have to book this separately at an extra charge. But again, you can't go all this way and not see it. And you'll have couples just doing the Viennese waltz with a fantastic orchestra
that'd be
out in the
amazing,
open air. It's just absolutely amazing. And then, of course, you disembark in the ship actually in Vienna and then flying back to the UK.
We'll just say you're flying back. We've got to mention business class flights.
Yeah, but wait for it. Also, you get your meet and greet airport parking as well.
You do.
So the 6-star treatment starts right at the beginning.
Well, just to recap, because this actually works out outstanding value when you break it down.
Yeah.
Unlimited drinks, and that does include your champagne, by the way, your fine wines and spirits. Free business class flights from London Heathrow, yes, free business class flights. As Justin just said, the free meet and greet airport parking as well. Choice of complimentary excursions, free gratuities and Wi-Fi as well. All meals on board, and this does include, of course, Crystal's innovative 6-star cuisine. I've had, say, the most outstanding food on their ocean cruises. This is their river cruise now, and your overnights on board as well. Wow. Great price in this one. So just to recap some of those messages again: the free business class flights, the unlimited complimentary drinks, all of your transfers, 2 nights on board in Vienna there, and also should point out the itineraries differ ever slightly depending on departure date. Just call us for details. I think that is amazing, don't you?
Champagne with breakfast, champagne with lunch, champagne with evening
Well,
meal.
I think I'd manage that. Yeah,
definitely.
I tell you what, you'd come back feeling though so relaxed. That is a cruise of a lifetime. Anyway, take a deep breath, because our final cruise tonight is with Princess. It's on board the Diamond Princess, and actually, it's an itinerary that we've never really seen before, because we're really seeing here so much the best of Japan, aren't we?
Yeah, and you know, if you've ever thought, you know,
So
the
much.
culture, how different it is, then this is definitely on the tick list. It's perhaps you're not going to go and do this regularly. This is a once-in-a-lifetime cruise.
Well, let's start. So we're flying from London, aren't we?
Yeah, flying from London, and this is where you actually fly out to Osaka, and this is overnight and indirect. So the perfect thing is you wake up fresh, you know, at the beginning of your holiday, and this is where you transfer to a 4-star hotel in Kyoto. And this is where you have a 2-night stay. Now, you'll get a chance to have a look at some of the fantastic temples in Kyoto, and some of the fantastic shrines as well. It's just superb. Some of the parks here with the bamboo and the traditional bridges and pagodas are just absolutely amazing.
It almost doesn't look real, does it?
No. It looks like a fairy tale. You also get to see the castle here as well, which is fantastic. But the next day, you get to travel on one of the most amazing forms of transport. You get to go on the bullet train over 200 miles an hour. It's just superb. And this is included, and this is where you go from Kyoto to Odawara. And this is where you get to visit the Heikon region, which is part of the Japanese National Park. And you see Lake Ashi and the ropeway. Now, the ropeway is a 2.6 kilometre cable car ride. But when I say a cable car ride, you usually think it's from the bottom to the top. No, this is like around all of the mountains, 2.6
I would love that.
kilometres.
I would love
You're
that.
1,000 feet above the ground, views that are just all the way around you. It's just absolutely superb. And of course, then at the end of that, you'll get a 1-night stay in Atami. Look at those beautiful cherry blossoms, absolutely stunning.
Beautiful.
And what I'd say is, even though you've got that in the day, just look at what it looks like at night. I think there's something really special about a port at night time. But this is where you continue on day 5. This is where you get to go to Mount Fuji, and the 5th station on the actual bullet train. And this is where you get 1 night stay in Gunmarokian. So the mountain region here is just superb, absolutely superb. But this is where I'm really getting excited, because I love animals. I'm terrible.
Oh, is this where we get to see, of course?
Yeah.
The incredible snow monkeys.
Yeah, you go to see the snow monkeys. Look at these little chaps.
Oh.
You see? I know they looked a little bit like...
Oh, look at the grumpy there, look. Look at the one in the middle.
Hey, look at the little red faces. I don't think he's happy. I don't think he's happy, but...
I wouldn't be been that cold.
Like, oh, it's freezing. But it's lovely, warm thermal spas. I think they're just chilled. I want to come back as a snow monkey. And don't tell me that I already have.
No, listen, I had some witty comment. I thought I'd better not say it.
Tell me later. But you do then get 2 nights to stay in Tokyo. And this is a city. We could do a whole show on Tokyo. We really could do.
Wow.
Just imagine, you know, when you see the skyscrapers, you see the big pedestrian crossings in Tokyo, it's just superb. But of course, you also get to see Mount Fuji as well. So all of this, it's just, there's the train we're saying about the bullet train.
Oh, yes, there you go.
Yeah.
So that basically is your 6-night Japan land tour, which is the start
with
of
all of that included.
Yeah,
so you
all
get the
of
temples, the castle, you get the ropeway, you get all of the night stay in Atami and Ryokan, and the monkey park as well. So all of that comes included.
And of course your 2 nights stay, we said in Tokyo.
Yeah, I love that. Look at that. Is that the W? Not too sure.
Anyway, then you're transferred from your hotel.
Yeah.
And you're obviously you're transferred from the hotel to the port, and you're going to embark the Diamond Princess for a 9-night cruise. And I love Princess. I cruised last year, had an amazing time. But here's Jonathan to tell you more.
Princess Cruises first set sail in 1965 with a single ship cruising to Mexico. Today, the line has grown to become the 3rd largest cruise line in the world.
Princess is known for being a bit of an industry innovator, because over the years they've introduced so many new features and experiences on board their ships that have been so popular, other cruise lines are now copying them.
Among them are affordable balconies on many of the ship's outside cabins, as well as 24-hour dining, and a choice of dining venues and flexible dining times. Princess ships also debuted features such as movies under the stars and the Sanctuary adults-only Oasis.
In the fitness centre, you'll find all the latest equipment, plus a range of classes including cycling, Pilates, yoga, stretch and abs. But if chilling out and being pampered is more your thing, then you might want to head up here, to the tranquil environment of the Lotus Spa.
With a menu of dozens of calming and rejuvenating treatments, the Lotus Spa is guaranteed to be one of the highlights of your cruise.
Throughout the day on your Princess Cruise, the chefs are busy preparing your next memorable meal. All bread, cakes and pastries are baked 3 times a day. All sauces are prepared by hand.
Specialty restaurants include Sabatini's, Princess's signature Italian restaurant. The Crown Grill offers a variety of premium beef and seafood dishes.
But tonight's formal night and I've decided to eat in the main restaurant. As I'm booked on anytime dining, I can just turn up and eat at whatever time I like. Princess are known for their dynamic and exciting production shows, with some of the largest casts at sea. Tonight we've got a 70s theme with Blame It on the Boogie.
All shows are produced in-house and feature lively music and stunning choreography, featuring one of the largest casts at sea. As well as shows, you can enjoy a night of stand-up comedy, a game show, a sing-song in the piano bar, a romantic dance, or just a quiet night with friends in a lounge bar.
Something completely different. How about a movie under the stars? It's a signature feature of all Princess ships, and it's a great way to end the day.
Oh, thank you to Jonathan there. So I waited a long time to experience Princess Cruises, but they are outstanding. They really, really are. However, we're going to be travelling to an area of the world that I've never been to. Again, it's on my wish list. So I'm going to be relying on Justin here, but we get 2 days at sea, so just explore the ship, relax, enjoy, you know, everything that the ships have to offer. And where are we going to first of all then, Justin?
A legendary port.
A legendary port.
You recognise this, don't you? Okinawa?
Well, I've not been.
Oh, Mr. Miyagi, the Karate Kid. This was Okinawa. This is where Mr. Miyagi was brought up. And to be fair, I've got to point out a beautiful, beautiful island, but it's got a massive history with karate, the open palm form. So if you do like martial arts, you've got to experience it. But there's plenty to see.
Or you could just relax, then,
Yeah, no, me. I'll be going out and doing the crane kick. Me, I'd have to. You know, it would be. It'd have to. But again, great part of the world. You've got some fantastic castles. You know, indulge in the culture. You know, go over and get a kimono there. Get one of the little Oriental fans as well. Just enjoy a once-in-a-lifetime trip. Then we're going to go to Ishigaki, and this is just the most beautiful bath salt-inspired island. It's just blue ocean everywhere. Absolutely gorgeous. I'd suggest go snorkeling. Just beautiful. Then we're going to go actually into Taiwan, our next point of call. Completely different culture. This is very mountainous, very lush and very, very green as well. You get a chance to, if you want to go out and see the national park, some of the tours that you can do optional as well are fantastic. And some of the cliffs as well are particularly spectacular. Then we've got 2 nice relaxing days at sea before you come back into Tokyo and then fly back to the UK. So all of that to start with. And then you've also got...
Oh, yeah, we missed out one port,
did I miss that one? Oh, sorry, you stayed in Taipei. How can I miss Taipei? This is on a grand scale. Absolute grand scale. And the actual skyline itself, some of the skyscrapers that you're going to see, I should imagine the sailway is going to be phenomenal.
Looks spectacular, doesn't it?
Yeah. So Taipei, and then we're at 2 relaxing days at sea before you come back. But, you know, look at where you're going. You're on a Grand Class ship as well with the Diamond Princess. So this has got the nightclub just behind the funnel there. You've got the 2 jet turbines. They were actually introduced because they go up to Canada and they've got different regulations about the emissions. Anyway, I digress. Fantastic atriums, casinos on board Princess ships because it's very much an American line. Quite large. Sabatini's great Italian restaurant, and of course this is a child-friendly and a family-friendly club, so plenty to do on board for the kids as well.
Cool. And bear in mind, you know, everything is arranged and organised for you there. You know, so you don't have to worry about. You're trying to if you tried to put that land tour together yourself, it'd be a nightmare, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and this is why Planet Cruise does so well, because we think through everything. We've been there and done that, so we think about the transfers. You think about, well, if you're here, it's not that far to there. Why don't we include that? And the sights and the sounds, so you get such a good feel.
Well, you are getting, just to recap, the 6-night land tour all around Japan there. A chance to see the snow monkeys, you've got to do that. Then, all of your tours, you've got return flights based on London. Again, we can find flights from most UK airports for just supplements there. And all of your transfers are included. Be aware, some other agents may, you know, they may offer you what looks to be a comparable deal, but then you might find that the transfers aren't included. And the hotels aren't the standard that Planet Cruise offer. Just quickly, by the way, would you like a afternoon tea with Regent? Well, yeah, it's Wednesday the 7th of September. There you go. We'd love you to join us. Well, you will arrive from 1 p.m. For a 1:30 start. You get a complimentary drink on arrival and a Regent 7 Seas presentation. They are an amazing company. I've been to one of their presentations before, and very enlightening, actually. But let's just recap everything we've seen on this fantastic Tuesday evening as ever. It's been a really good show, actually, hasn't it? It's been a very exciting show.
Really different. And that's the thing.
Anyway, we started off with Cruise and Maritime. Wonderful 12-night Baltic cities in St. Petersburg cruise from Tilbury. Very important message on this one. Yes, you've got a saving over £1,000, but the prices increase in just a day or so. They actually increase on the 1st of September.
So Thursday.
You've got to do it now if you can. Give us a call right now. It is a free phone number, don't forget, 0808 250 2662, and the ID number for that one is 117904. That is actually better than half price. Don't forget, it is adult only, of course, as well. We then, oh my word, do you remember that yacht with the 5 big sails, Club Med? Yes, you could be on board her. 7 nights on board this 5-star luxury yacht. And if you love your golf, there's an optional golf package available for that one as well. You've got many of your water sports included, return flights based on London Gatwick, and a great single price starting at 2239. The ID number for that one is 110954. And should point out, Justin, on that one, it is all your drinks included as well, aren't they?
Yeah, all your drinks, you're going to get, I think there's only some of the finest wines and some of the premium drinks that there's a charge for, but the rest, and champagne served as well from 6 p.m. every night. The water sports included. It's just a completely different offering.
And an amazing yacht.
Yeah.
Stunning. So even if you're just interested in that, give us a call and we can talk you through more detail. Then a lot of fun with Carnival. Don't forget, this is a 30-night Orlando stay. So you're going to be in Orlando for 5 nights in a great hotel. You've got all of your car hire. You do need that in Orlando. It's not a place you can just walk around. So that'll enable you to get to all the theme parks, all the shopping malls. And then, of course, you've got the fantastic cruise, of course, as well, taking you over to Mexico. Cozumel there as well. Return flights based in London there. And I think if you break down the price of the flights, the hotel, the car hire, the cruise, I think that represents extraordinary value.
And can I make a little suggestion on this one? Go with an empty suitcase.
I agree. Go
with an empty suitcase, because in Orlando you can do all of your shopping and bring back all those fantastic designer brands.
I've done that a few times. So I'm so well dressed every Tuesday, Justin. Now, Norwegian Cruise Lines are next. Right, again, you've got to call for this one ASAP. The upgrade to all-inclusive finishes on the 31st. That is tomorrow. You've got all day tomorrow to book it, and then that is it. You'll get the all-inclusive. Free Wi-Fi if you book Ocean View or above. That was only a little bit more. I think it worked out about £80 more for the week. Return flights based on London Gatwick. And for all of our Northerners, don't forget, Manchester flights from only £99 per person supplement as well. And then we moved on to, of course, Crystal. A ship that's only been launched in the last couple of months. 6-star luxury at its absolute best. And every aspect of this is 6-star. The free business class flights, the free meet and greet parking, the unlimited complimentary drinks. That includes your champagne, fine wine, spirits, your overseas transfers, 2 nights on board in Vienna, and of course, don't forget, that's for Riverview as well. And then finally, last but by no means least, we just saw this extraordinary voyage on board the one and only Diamond Princess as well. And you get a 6-night Japan land tour, a chance to see the snow monkeys, and then, of course, all of those great ports on your cruise adventure as well, that 9-night cruise. And everything, of course, is on our Planet Cruise website. What a show.
So much choice.
Wasn't there? And actually, and you're thinking, I loved it, but there was nothing for me. Weekend for you, any cruise, and some land holidays with Club Med as well. Justin, thank you so much.
See you next week.
Great show. Justin and I will be here next week, but don't go anywhere. Loads more coming up straight after this. Take care. Yes, let's see what's coming up this evening here on ID World. There it is. Now, another chance to